In this video, you will understand what conveyor breakdown mode is on the EchoBot controller and how your truck behaves when operating in this mode. When you shift into breakdown mode, the controller makes a beeping sound. The displayed spreading rate is 0, and BD-Conv, conveyor breakdown, is displayed as you can see here. Once in breakdown mode, the controller will display BD-Conv every 10 kilometers, as well as when shifting from pause to spreading. Firstly, the controller shifts into breakdown mode if the conveyor is clogged. If such is the case, unclog it and restart the controller in order to continue spreading in automatic mode and to avoid breaking any equipment. In other cases, the controller can shift into breakdown mode after losing the conveyor's signal. In this case, your controller will also display BD-Conv, but the conveyor will continue to work after having rolled at full speed for a few seconds. You will be able to continue spreading without the sensor, but it is important to regain the signal since spreading will be less precise and quantities will not be calculated. The loss of this signal is generally caused by a defective sensor or a broken sensor cable. It is also possible that this is caused by the controller, but this is unlikely. You can rapidly confirm if you have a loss of signal by following the steps in video 3.2. If the controller has shifted into breakdown mode because of a clogged conveyor, you cannot continue to spread without having unclogged it and restarted the controller. If the signal is lost because of the sensor, a cable or the controller, you can continue to spread in breakdown mode. Spreading will be less precise since the controller will not receive the signal confirming that the conveyor is rolling at the desired speed. The controller will automatically shift into breakdown mode if the problem is not solved each time you restart the controller. The truck and the controller will behave in the following way after every shift into breakdown mode. The displayed spreading rate stays the same for a few seconds when you start spreading. The conveyor's speed rises since the controller detects no movement and increases energy to restart it. If the conveyor is clogged, it does not accelerate, but hydraulic pressure in the system rises. A beeping sound is heard and the displayed rate is 0. If the conveyor is not clogged, the conveyor's speed stays high for a few seconds. BD-Conv is displayed on screen. The operator must then verify if the conveyor is clogged. If the conveyor is not clogged, the displayed rate and the conveyor's speed come back to normal and the beeping stops. Every 10 kilometers, a beeping sound is heard and the screen will display BD-Conv rapidly to remind the operator that they are still in breakdown mode. Every time the controller restarts, it is set to normal mode and this process will restart until the signal is restored or until the conveyor is unclogged. Warning: if the conveyor is clogged, it will cease to spread and pressure will increase in the hydraulic system. Spreading is less accurate in breakdown mode. It is possible to manually take control of it. To do so, shift into manual mode with the Auto Man switch. By doing so, you control the speed of the conveyor from 0 to 100%, and this does not take into account the speed of the vehicle. Warning: this function will not work in versions 4.5 and 4.6 if manual mode is on inactive or on stop, as well as versions older than 4.5 if manual mode is on. If you have version 4.6 and are in breakdown mode and manual mode, it is possible to activate BD speed, breakdown speed, which allows spreading to vary according to the vehicle's speed. However, this is only possible in breakdown mode, You will find the directions to activate this function at the end of this video. The remainder of this video concerns only versions 4.6 and higher. Firstly, the new function breakdown pause, BD-PAW, can be activated in the configuration menu. Once activated, the operator will have to press the pause button to shift into breakdown mode instead of doing so automatically. This prevents the controller from shifting into breakdown mode unknowingly. Secondly, the new breakdown speed option, BD Speed, allows spreading to vary according to the vehicle's speed when in breakdown mode and spreading in manual. Here is how the truck and controller will behave in breakdown pause mode. The displayed spreading rate stays the same for a few seconds when you start spreading. The conveyor's speed rises since the controller detects no movement and increases energy to restart it. If the conveyor is clogged, it does not accelerate, but hydraulic pressure in the system rises. A beeping sound is heard and the displayed rate is 0. If the conveyor is not clogged, the conveyor's speed stays high for a few seconds. The beeping sound becomes fast and the screen displays BD-Conv permanently. The operator must press the pause button to shift into breakdown mode, then verify if the conveyor is working. If so, this means the conveyor signal is lost. If not, the conveyor is clogged. If the conveyor is not clogged, the displayed rate and the conveyor's speed come back to normal and the beeping stops. Every 10 kilometers, a beeping sound is heard and the screen will display BD-Conv rapidly to remind the operator that they are still in breakdown mode. Every time the controller restarts, it is set to normal mode and this process will restart until the signal is restored or until the conveyor is unclogged. Make sure the truck is started. Enter into the configuration menu, Config, by pressing Max and Pause simultaneously for 2 seconds. Enter your code if required. Turn Conv knob clockwise to Mode menu. Press on Pause to enter Mode menu. Turn Conv knob clockwise to either BD-PAW or BD Speed. Press Pause to enter. Turn Spin knob clockwise to display on. Press on Pause to activate the desired function. Hold Max pressed for 2 seconds to exit configuration menu.